And that'd be good if they do a TV series, like an episode TV series, and they've done that from when he was a kid, growing up to when we see him walking in the first sets of Rambo, First Blood. Like from when we saw First Blood to when he was a kid, that part, that'd be good if they could do that.
Yeah. I know. Like we wrote up a scenario for that, but the whole first 2 acts are unfilmable for now. Maybe down the road we can do them. But we had it like, Rambo's water birthed in a lake. I think you got that Simba moment where they kind of thing. And just seeing like Rambo experience native culture as a young child, kind of like POV shots going through Rambo's memories until he joins the special forces. So
they're filming the Evil Dead versus
Ash versus the Evil Dead.
Ash versus Evil Dead, like TV series now. They're filming it now.
Yeah.
I can't wait for that. That'd be unbelievable.
10 hours.
Yeah, I'll be up for that. So
Yeah.
I used to follow The Walking Dead, but I'm still on halfway through season 4. I'm on season 5 or 6 now. I'm not too sure, but yeah, I've lost track of a couple of seasons. But there's one film I'm waiting for. Really waiting for this film. And it's been made, but it's still no release date. Phantasm 5.
Oh yeah, I keep hearing good things about Phantasm.
Phantasm 5. I love that series. The old tall man with the balls and the knives going, like coming after people and that. It's really, really good. Like bringing the dead back to life, and it's like a little kick on Mike and his other brother called I think he's Joey or Joe, and he had another guy with a bald head and like a ponytail, and he had like guns and he going after the tall man because he had like his little midgets, and he also had these little balls going to people's heads and like controlling minds and stuff like that. These Phantasm films 1, 2, 3, and 4 really, really good and worth seeing. And they made the 5th one called Ranger or Ravenger or something, and that should be coming out this year. But I'm still waiting for it. You know what I mean?
Those are actually on my list. On my list of stuff to watch. Once I get through all this stuff, holy shit, man! I got a lot of stuff to cover. Like,
and you got to try and watch the Southern Comfort and Raw as well.
Yeah, even if I don't end up, even if like there is no Rambo 5, I still got stuff to cover for Rambo 5. I got like 5 different scripts for Rambo 5 right now. I got like 5 different or 10 different scripts for Rambo 4. I got like, but I'm gonna cover them. That's why I think that the Rambo 2 special next week is so important, or this week actually coming up is so important, because if that works out, if people watch that, I'll do more of that. Like, when it comes time to do the Savage Hunt, I'll read you word for word what happened in the Savage Hunt. Like, I'll read you word for word what happened in First Blood Vendetta, which is another version of Rambo 5, and Rocky versus Rambo. I'll read those to the audience. So it's kind of like a test to see if people actually like it or not.
Damn, that's gonna be another 20, 30 episodes, or even longer, like, no?
Well, so far it's in the span of 3 days, so a 3-day time period.
Yeah.
The Rambo 2 anniversary is 17 videos long, 4 hours and 6 minutes.
Jeez.
The Cobra is 7 episodes, I think, or 8 episodes. It's an hour and it's 101 minutes. And Rambo 3 so far is at the 3-hour mark, and it's probably gonna be like 3.5 hours. So it's gonna be like 40 episodes in 3 days.
Jeez.
Yeah, plus this one. I think this one I'll put it out tonight.
Yeah, so I think Stallone's like in the middle of like, well, he's filmed Creed, but I think he's in post-production. Whatever he's going to do Rambo 5, I'm not too sure.
Apparently,
after Rocky or what?
on Slycast, Mike Kondo was saying that apparently, if this one works out,
yeah,
they're doing Mighty Mick next.
What?
Mighty Mick, which will be a time piece, like going back in time to Mickey Goldmill coming up as a boxer. So we get to see, like that fight he has where the thumbtacks in his face, And like apparently Gazzo, he doesn't like Rocky working for Gazzo because one of Gazzo's father or something like that had Mighty Mick's wife killed or something like that.
Because I heard they're doing a Ivan Drago spin-off.
And that's why actually Mickey is very grumpy because of the stuff that happened.
Right, so they're going, well, done Creed, or they're in the middle of post-production now. So they're doing a Mickey spin-off.
Yeah, apparently that's the rumor. So.
No, well, I went on to...
Actually, it's been written. It's been written. But I think they're just waiting for it. I think they're waiting to see how Creed does. If Creed does well,
yeah,
the film's ready to go. So if Creed does well, I think they'll film that.
Damn. Jeez. Yeah, I heard they're definitely doing an Ivan Drago spin-off where the Russians in prison, when he goes through prison, and then like he has boxing mates in prison, and he comes out and joins the army, and then gets into boxing that way. Like, you know, that's how we see him now. I think they're doing that kind like before. But
that'd be cool.
I think they're milking the series big time, man.
Well, think of it. If that works, then not only do you have like, you know, 2 Rocky trilogies, but you got 2 Rocky trilogies, a Creed trilogy, a Mighty Mick trilogy. I imagine like a Dolph Lundgren trilogy as well. That would be fucking crazy. That would be insane. I would watch it too. That's the thing. I would go.
I'd definitely watch it. Yeah. Would it be turned into a film, or would it be a TV series?
I don't know. I could go for either or. You know. I actually found a page 6 article on the Rambo TV series. I put it up, I think last week sometime. I put up a lot of stuff on Facebook. It's not because, you know, like I'm trying to flood everybody. I'm sorry, all you people who tell me I'm flooding your newsfeed. I'm sorry. You know what? I do that for me so that I don't have to read it right away. When I go to bed at night, I get to read it. So during the day, everything I want to read at night, during the day, I just put it on my Facebook so at night I can read it.
But it's good to like see what's like, you know, the updates, because sometimes we don't get updates, and the only updates we can get is like when you find your info and you put it out there. Then we know what's going on, because they don't really feed us with like up to dates. The only up to date news person we get is from you, you know what I mean? They just put it to it, because then we know what's going on.
Well, Brian Stauser, he's going to be on for the Wallace Lee special. He's got a pretty wicked page going, Rambo page. It's updated hourly, and it's like it's just an homage to Rambo, and at the same time he poses questions to the fans like, you know, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? It's a pretty awesome page. It's called it's on Facebook. I think it's just Rambo 5 Last Blood or Rambo Last Blood. Very cool page.
So yeah, I'm just hoping that Sly Cast comes back to me.
Yeah, maybe when I'm done with Rambo, maybe I'll pass it on to Brian. Because like I don't want to do this forever. I like it's getting crazy. I'm getting serious amounts of demands for things that are just like, wow, I only got so much time, you know.
Yeah, so it's like comes back to me. I'll be on their show. Are they Canadians or are they American?
They're American. Right. I think they're from New Jersey, if I'm correct. New
Jersey. I'll have to find the time difference. But yeah, I'll send them.
I think it's the same as me. I think.
I'll send them my fan edits, like to them, and I'll be on the show, like talking to them, and
I'll be on there with you. I think.
What? So we'd be both here and talking to them.
Because sometimes they do it differently. Like I remember for Rambo 3, I went on with them. I had a little miniature, like a 30-minute conversation. Me and Isaiah were supposed to get together and do another conversation, but the editing, there wasn't enough time to do all the editing. So me and Isaiah ended up doing our own conversation for that we linked to on RAMBOMANIA for them. So it's either going to be we're all separate or we're all together. That's what I'm thinking.
Can it be a three-way conversation or what?
Yeah, I think it will be like Jeff, Craig, you, me, and there's this other guy. I think his name is Sean. I hope I don't get that, or Steve. I hope I don't get that wrong. But yeah, so it's gonna be like a big group. kind of thing. I believe, and I'm not sure if Mike Hunda's going to be on that one, but I know he's going to be on the regular Rocky 5 one.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, if they can get back to me, I can send you them the fan edits, and then they can watch them, discuss them, and then we can be on the show and talk about them.
Yeah, because I was talking to Craig. I was like, "You want to come on my show and do that?" Because for the last year and a half, I've been talking about doing a documentary called Dogfight, which is the alternate version of Rocky 5, the John G. Alvinson cut. So I was like, "You want to come on my show and talk about? We'll do the director's cut." And then it just kind of, like, for a month, my computer was down, so I wasn't uploading anything, and I think it's just it kind of works out better to do it on their show. They have a way bigger audience than I have. Like, they're like at least 10 times as much as I got. So it's really cool. It's a privilege.
You can buy the Rocky fan edit and the Rambo fan edit. You can buy the First Blood fan edit and the Rocky fan edit from my website. All you've got to do is pay the postage and the film's free. That's it, just send it. But no one's been on there to get it.
Well, I would like to do it like a walkthrough of all the fan edits, probably on the 24th, the week of the 24th, or actually it would be the week of the 26th, because I gotta finish Rambo 3. That's that's a huge one. And next week I got 9 hours. 9 hours of RAMBOMANIA coming next week, so it's gonna be it.
So I think the only fan edit out there is Rambo the full Rambo film. Someone's edited that from, I think it's fanedit.com. They do like loads of fan edits, and like for some reason they don't release the links to download them, so I don't know how you get them, but there's tons of fan edits out there. It's like their versions of Superman and Batman and all this kind of stuff what I've never heard of, and some films where you have Star Wars and Star Trek and bits and pieces, but no one's ever done the Rambo. That's why I come up with that. And then I saw your show and I contacted you and said, yeah, I can do this, I've got this dot out, and here we are today.
Yeah.
But I can't believe Slycast haven't heard of the fan edits. Well, I've done probably the Rambo, the fourth Rambo, but that's no interest to me, because there's only about 2 or 3 deleted scenes, where number 3 there was 8 scenes, number 2 there was just that TV cut, number 3 was number 1 was the how many deleted scenes in that?
Yeah, like even like Rambo 2, it's like what, maybe a minute and a half extra, or 2 minutes.
I don't think that footage has ever been released like on DVD or anything.
No, like they have the Halo jump, that deleted scene, the Rambo POV shot, and then they have when Rambo, then they took out the whole Coe getting her hand stepped on, and in the James Cameron version, that's John Travolta who gets that, but they cut out that whole thing, and at the end, like, they cut out like 10 minutes of the movie, and at the end they cut, like, the only additional scene is the when Rambo shoots the guy with the explosive bow and arrow, with the explosive arrow. But he just, like, it pauses on Rambo for like 10 seconds more. So that's pretty cool.